Hey friends, how's it going? So I want to share my experience with you guys, okay? So on the last 12-day water fast that I documented with you guys, I started water fasting on my menstrual period cycle day 5, and I stopped on my menstrual period cycle day 16, right? And it seemed that I had a positive ovulation test strip on cycle day 15, right? But after that, my basal body temperatures didn't rise for the rest of that menstrual cycle, so I just assumed I didn't ovulate. But then I did actually get a light period 9 days post positive ovulation test strip, right? So normally my luteal phase, which is the phase between after you ovulate and when the first day of your next period, is normally around 12-13 days, right? So so that it was only 9 days, and then the period was really light and my basal body temperature didn't go up. I did Google search on the internet, and it is possible that you can ovulate without your basal body temperature going up. But anyway, so then I started this menstrual cycle, right? And because I really wanted to try and fall pregnant pretty quickly after the fast, because I thought that, you know, my eggs and my hormones and my immune system will be sort of reset, about 2.5 weeks after I stopped or almost 3 weeks after I stopped that water fast, it was ready to, I was expecting to ovulate, okay, for the next cycle. So so I contacted my sperm donor, who is 31 and grows his own food, and he's really healthy, and I said, can you help me over Christmas? And like, this is the first time I've seen him and his wife. Anyway, and I could not have anticipated what was going to happen, and I'm totally devastated because I've wasted all the time and money and effort going to see him, that seems for nothing. But so I want to share this with you guys because this can happen. And then I googled on the internet and I saw all these things that can happen with your menstrual cycle that I wasn't even aware of. So I want to share it with you guys, you know. And I think that it probably happened with me because of the fasting, but I was looking that it can actually happen with anyone, even if they're not fasting. Anyway, so what happened was, so I started seeing so my basal body temperatures were between 35.8 and 36.4 approximately, okay, which is good basal body temperatures before ovulation, okay. But the other thing is that for me, I don't know if it's because of my age, but if I like wake up in the morning and take my basal body temperature as soon as I get up, it's normally really high, right? So for me, I find that when I get up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet at like 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. around, or 2 a.m., if I check my basal body temperature, then I find that they're lower, and like the expected, like they say, before you ovulate, your basal body temperature should be between 36.0 and 36.4 degrees Celsius. So I do find if I test it around, say, 3 a.m. approximately, my basal body temperatures pre-ovulation are around that temperature. And then, yeah, by the time I wake up at 6 or whatever, they're like heaps higher, like 36.5 to, 36.7, which is too high pre-ovulation. Anyway, so I go by those early morning temperatures, like 3 a.m. temperatures that I measure in terms of, looking at my pre-ovulatory basal body temperatures. Anyway, so I started seeing a luteinizing hormone surge. I use the WANFO ovulation test strips. I found that they're the most reliable. I bought like ones off eBay in Australia, like $115, and they just don't pick up the surge. But I find that the WANFO ones do pick up the surge, okay, for me. So and you can see the start of the surge, because like in a study that I've got, they found that actually a lot of women actually ovulated, not actually, by the time the urinary levels of luteinizing hormone were at their maximum, and therefore you had the most positive ovulation test strip, a lot of women had already ovulated. So they actually suggested that the start of the luteinizing hormone, like initial rise, was a better predictor of ovulation than the peak luteinizing hormone level in the urine. Okay, so keeping all of that in mind, I started to see a luteinizing hormone surge for me day 13 of my cycle. And then this was about almost 3 weeks after I stopped my last water fast, okay? And then, so I saw the surge go to a maximum on day 14, cycle day 14, and then by cycle day 15, it was positive in the morning. And I find that my urine is too weak in the afternoon to test. I just can't seem to not drink in Australia. It's the middle of summer, it's hot, so generally just more or less test in the mornings. Also I really dehydrate myself in the afternoons to get a test, but anyway. And then on the 16th, the luteinizing hormone ovulation test strip, the 1.4, had gone back to negative. So I thought, okay, there's my surge, okay, I'm ovulating. So I saw my donor cycle day 10, cycle day 12, cycle day 13, cycle day 14, cycle day 15, right? And then I went back home, right, which is 3 hours drive away. And that's a long way for me because I had to pack all my crap and then I had to unload it anyway, and I had someone looking after my dogs. So anyway, but what happened was after that, I noticed that my basal body temperatures weren't rising. And I thought, oh no. So I Google search, and some women had actually gotten pregnant without a basal body temperature shift after ovulation. So at that point I thought, okay, maybe that's just happening to me because of my water fast, you know, maybe I could still be pregnant, because like I said, I feel like my donor, like relatively speaking, has super sperm, you know, because he's so young and healthy, and his wife's currently 9 months pregnant, so 9.5 months, whatever. Anyway, so, but like after 2 more days of not testing my luteinizing hormone using the ovulation test strips and seeing my basal body temperature still be really low, like I mean around 36 degrees Celsius, you know, 35.97, 36.11, like that's my body's trying to ovulate levels, right, for me. And so on cycle day 19, I started so I stopped testing at cycle day 16 when I saw a negative ovulation test strip, and then cycle day 19 I started testing with ovulation test strips again because my basal body temperature was so low. And to my horror or shock, they were positive again, like, and I mean super positive. I mean, I dipped the test strip into the urine and it was literally turning positive rapidly, like more so than the first surge that I saw, you know. So meaning to me that there was heaps more luteinizing hormone in this surge than the first surge that I had witnessed on cycle day 13 and 14, right? So I think, oh shit. So what's really happened? So I'm Google searching again, 2 positive OPKs, like, or a second positive lot of OPKs in 1 cycle, right? I'm Googling like that, and here I see, you know, all these women saying, okay, what happens is your body tried to ovulate, it didn't, and then a week or so, or, you know, a few days later, it tries to ovulate again, and you get another surge. And I thought, oh no. So I tested every day my ovulation test, using ovulation test strips from cycle day 19, and I'm still testing them today, but I got distinctive positives, and that this time the surge lasted for a lot longer. I got a lot more positives for a lot longer, from cycle day 19 to cycle day 23, right? And and with all my basal body temperatures, they were still low. Cycle day 19, cycle day 20, then cycle day 20, and cycle day 21, right? But cycle day 21, they started to go up a little bit, but they were still pretty low. Cycle day 22, they were still pretty low. Cycle day 23, low but getting a bit higher. And cycle day 24 and 25, they went to post-ovulation temperatures. So I'm talking now, cycle day 24, 36.72, 36.69, you know, 36.76. That was sort of during the night. Like at 3:34 a.m. it was 36.76. Okay, that's definitely a post-ovulation temperature. And then the last couple of days, cycle day 25, cycle day 26, you know, 36.55, 36.54. Okay, so that's definitely a post-ovulation temperature. So it seems that that's what's happened to me, unfortunately. And I'm thinking, you know, unless my donor's got super sperm, then it would his sperm wouldn't have lasted in my fallopian tubes for as long as it's taken for me to ovulate again the second time. So seems I may not be pregnant. It seems that I did a pregnancy test on cycle day, you know, because it's so wishful thinking. Cycle day 25, and it was negative. Okay, that was only yesterday. So that's the story. So next time, next cycle. Now I'm sharing this like again because like when I was reading on the internet, I was Googling on like YouTube as well to see if other people had had this experience and could share with me what they thought was happening, but I didn't see it anywhere, so that's why I'm sharing my experience. So next time I go to see my donor, and I've already talked to his wife about it. I've said, you know, can I see you guys if, you know, with the initial luteinizing hormone surge, I'm going to wait and see if my basal body temperatures rise after that. If they don't, do you mind if I hang around and then see you guys again in case there's a second luteinizing hormone surge? That's if my basal body temperatures don't rise after the first luteinizing hormone surge. Okay, the other thing is my electromagnetic hypersensitivity has gotten worse again. And, you know, and I hate it because it makes me sick, you know, with the, you know, like I said, like Wi-Fi, the wireless radiation from Wi-Fi, mobile phone towers, all that makes me sick, nauseated mostly, and fatigued and that. And, you know, it had been improved with the fasting, but yeah, I find that sort of I'm becoming more sensitive to it again, and I'd like to fast again. But again, like, because I'm 47 and like 4 months old now, or 3 months old, I feel like my time is, you know, it's like I really want to try and fall pregnant. So my approach is, as long as I'm not getting too sick with the electromagnetic hypersensitivity, I want to try to fall pregnant for about 3 cycles. And then if I still don't have much luck falling pregnant, then I might fast again for the electromagnetic hypersensitivity and also to improve my fertility further. But the problem with fasting is that it's stuffing up my menstrual cycles. So, and because I don't have a partner that I live with that I can just shag whenever I want, I've got this problem that, you know, I have to time to see the donor, and when I stuff it up, I lose months, like this month. You know, this has happened quite a few times, so just have to do the best I can and be grateful for what I've got. Anyway, well, thanks very much for listening. I hope you guys found this video interesting, and I'll see you guys next time.